All right, so I'll be lying if I said I didn't forget about Don Barlow stewing in the background of this rebuild. He could potentially be the secret weapon that we need for the future.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
Dominic Barlow. Let's talk about him. So I ended up coming across this tweet by Spurs Muse. Hopefully I say that wrong. I hate words. Words are hard. English is hard. But he had 21 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. So we're going to look at his stats for this season. But most importantly, I just want to talk about him as a player because he's someone that we've talked about before in multitude of different videos. Even pre-draft, before the Spurs even got him, we talked about him. But once we got him, obviously, we talked about him even more. Because here's the thing. You're not going to find a lot on Don Barlow. And there's a few reasons because of this. We're going to look at some stuff, but there's a few reasons because of this. Number one is because he played in Overtime Elite. And if you guys don't know what Overtime Elite is, that's basically the NBA's new league for upcomers. And I think it's just teenagers. I think it's only 17 to 19 or something like that. So it was a new thing that the NBA created to bring in guys, give them a chance, and it doesn't have to be the G League, for guys, young guys, to get a chance to essentially get a contract, get to the NBA. And also it's a way for you to make money while balling. So you don't have to necessarily go to college and not get money if it's something that you need at that moment, right? Some people's family struggle or whatnot, and it's like, hey, this is a good opportunity for me to get some extra bucks while still trying to, pursue my dreams. But yeah, so that's one thing. That's a reason why we don't talk about him. And number two is because he doesn't necessarily fit any specific mold, and there's nothing about his game that stands out that would make a casual fan super excited. Like if you see Blake Wesley, now obviously he was drafted, but Barlow was undrafted and Blake Wesley was drafted in the first round, so that plays some merit too. But Blake Wesley, you look at his game, it's athleticism, just jumps off the page, right? He's phenomenal. He's so athletic. He can dunk on people. He's so quick. He's so fast, and that is fun to watch. But with Don Barlow, he just doesn't stand out. He's one of those guys where he's gonna put up 21, 25 points, and you didn't even know he did it. Like, he's just that type of player. Even during the summer league, if you guys were paying attention, I praised Don Barlow a lot. I actually liked him over a lot of the guys on our team. I really hated the fact that Sohan couldn't play, but I really love Don Barlow because he's the most adjustable player I think we've had in a while. If you guys recall, in the summer league, he started off really sloppy. Like he was getting faked out like crazy, flying through the air, fouling. In the second game, he adjusted so much, he looked like a completely different player. And as time went on during the summer league, in my opinion, I thought he looked better and better. His demeanor was really good. He played really great defense, and you were able to move him around quite a bit too. So he had a little bit of versatility. So you had him at times guarding power forwards, you had him guarding the center. There was on occasion they had him guarding the small forward. So and even where they put him in the positions in which they put him in, he was all over the court at times. So I really like what we saw from Don Barlow. But with that being said, just looking at his stats really quick. I don't know what I'm about to say. Anyway, G League. 14, this is the regular season, 14 games. He is shooting 53% basically, 30% from 3, 14 points per game. We can see here 3 offensive rebounds per game, 8 rebounds per game, so almost a double-double. 1.6 assists per game, 1.8 turnovers per game, 0.6 steals, 1.6 blocks per game. So he is having a very solid season in the G League. Now, this is one thing I wanted to bring up because I don't think we brought up any of these quotes in the past. I could be wrong, but maybe we did. I don't know. But as we can see here, he is an absolute gym rat. So I was talking about Malachi Branham being a gym rat, very close to Kawhi Leonard in that regard. But yeah, Don Barlow is that as well, apparently. So a lot of kids, you'll have to beg them to come into the gym. And Overtime Elite Player Development Coach Pat Quinn, I have to get Dom out of the gym. And then let's just look at that's an actual picture of Don Barlow in the gym. Why is he smiling so hard? I have no idea, but that's actually him. That's him in the gym, glistening and all. Yeah. Moving on. He says, I love competing. This is what Don Barlow had to say. I want to compete against whoever it is, whether it's a guy who's not on the big board or a guy who's in the lottery on the big board. I just want to compete against anybody and just show how competitive I am. And moving on, let's see. Man, it was brutal. This is talking about 2020 runaway with North Jersey's High School Player of the Year honors. He prepared for his delayed senior year, blah, 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 blah. Man, it was brutal playing basketball outside in the winter. It was very, very cold. I usually had a couple friends with me, so it wasn't like I was by myself. That would have made it a lot more difficult, but I mean, it was still tough. One pass comes and you jam your finger. You really don't feel that. It was very tough. Actually, I don't think we read this at all. Hold on. Let's get through this because I actually don't know what this is. Barlow prepared for his delayed senior season at high school by training in frigid winter temperatures at a local park. Dude, this sounds like... Wasn't there a similar story of Jabari Smith doing this? Didn't Jabari Smith say, like, or his mom said that he was in the winter outside, like, training, and she had to tell him to come back inside because he was jump roping in the winter? It was something like that. I don't know. He shovels snow off the blacktop on many mornings, clearing just enough. This is the type of dedication you want to see right there. There's another image of him. That's actually him in the winter. So what other pictures they have? Oh, that's it. Oh, here's another one. What's this one about? Barlow was selected to all breakout team in Augusta. Guy in the Rams Peach, veteran high school hoops reporter Adam Zagoria gave him second team honors right alongside 7th overall pick Shaden Sharp. Let's see. Once I really saw that I was competing against anybody in the country, that I wasn't getting the same national attention as these other guys, that would be really frustrating for me. I didn't know what I was doing wrong or if I just wasn't in the right situation. There would be a lot of days where I would just be thinking about what's next for basketball. So I knew that if I just continued to work, eventually that opportunity would come, and I just wanted to be ready for it. That's funny, dude. He's like Derek White. And yeah, I don't ask me the context of this, but that's actually him in an action movie, I think. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, that's him on a plane. That's it. That's him on a plane. Him in an action movie. Him in the winter. Him working out. Oh yeah, and this is when he starred in the DC film Flash. Anyways, I'll get with you guys later. You want to support the channel? Only $2 per month. Until next time, bye.